ये उत्सव जैन धर्म का महोत्सव पावन पर्व का
Add some dignity and the fragrance to our dais. It's a time to invite our Honorable Shri Jagdeep Dhankar ji, Honorable Vice President of India, to address the gathering.
ಭಾರತದ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಕರ್ ಜಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರು ಇದೀಗ ತಮ್ಮ ಶುಭ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
परम आदरणीय सदैव पूजनीय आचार्य श्री गुरुदेव कुंतु सागर महाराज जी, महागुरु ऑफ दिगंबर जैन सेक्ट, मेरा आपको प्रणाम. आचार्य श्री गुणधारानंदी महाराज जी, प्रोटोगनिस्ट of Shri Navgrah Tirth Kshetra, मेरा प्रणाम. Honorable Governor of Karnataka, Shri Thawarchand Gehlot ji, Honorable Union Minister for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, and New and Renewable Energy Government of India, Shri Prahlad Joshi. Padam Vibhushan, distinguished member of Rajya Sabha, Dr. D. Virender Hegde ji, Shri Dharam Sen Bhatrak Swami ji, President, SDM Jain Mat Trust Varur, Sodharma Indra, the Kartru of the event, and distinguished audience. At the outset, I am grateful to Shri Prahlad Joshi ji. He took all the initiative, enlightened me about this establishment, and said this is a program that will benefit me in performing my duties as Vice President. I am grateful to Prahlad Joshi ji for making this great opportunity available to me. Me and my wife, Dr. Sudesh Dhankar, today feel blessed of having got Ashirvachan of Gurudev Kuntu Sagar Maharaj ji and Ashirvadan of Gunandhara Nandi Maharaj ji. I stand surcharged, motivated, inspired by these Ashirvachans, and these will help me perform my duty fearlessly and conscientiously. Distinguished audience, when wisdom transcends time, transformation becomes eternal. Jai Janendra. The three ethical tenets of Jainism, right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct, bear contemporary relevance as never before. These have become need of our times. We gather today at this divine confluence, Mahamasta-abhishek of Bhagwan Parshvanath and inauguration of Sumeru Parvat Jain Temple Complex, where Paramatma and Manavta converge in sublimity. The tallest monument reaches skyward, but the deepest truths reach inwards. The 61 feet Murti of Bhagwan Parshvanath stands as our bridge between Dharti and Moksha. In India, we don't celebrate diversity. We sanctify it, we live with it, we disseminate it. The sacred gathering exemplifies how our Panchasahastra-varshiya Sabhyata has not just survived, but thrived through its embrace of plurality and inclusivity. In a world torn by conflicts, the sacred Sumeru Parvat symbolizes how Dharma and Vikas can coexist, offering humanity a path to global peace through timeless wisdom. Time is not measured by clocks, but by moments of transformation. The Maha Mastakabhishek performed every 12 years is our bridge between Prachin Gyan and Adhunik Chunotiya. In an era of environmental crisis, a crisis that has become an existential challenge for the entire humanity, Jain principles of ahimsa towards all living beings and mindful resource utilization offer solutions for sustainable development towards Viksit Bharat at 2047. We are taught by this dharma to be optimal, frugal in utilization of natural resources. We cannot be reckless or overconsumptive about them only because we can afford. Distinguished audience, our mat and our mandir are not just places of worship. They are much beyond. They are living institutions of samajik privartan, social change, adapting ancient wisdom to address contemporary challenges. And we have seen it when the nation along with the world faced COVID challenge. The three jewels, ahimsa, aparigraha and anekantvad, these are not just words. They define our life pattern. They define sublimity of civilization. These are the planks and premise for existence on the planet. These three taken together offer profound solutions to global challenges, to violence, overconsumption, and ideological polarization. Truth like diamond has many facets. Anekantvad, our ancient doctrine of multiple viewpoints, provides a framework for global diplomacy in today's complex world. Anekantvad encapsulates a sense of expression and dialogue. Much of the problem of the humanity emanates because expression is compromised and dialogue is negated. You can have meaning in your right of expression only when you believe in dialogue. Dialogue gives you the other perspective, the other point of view. We should not be arrogant to subscribe to a viewpoint we alone are right. This can never happen. We must lend our ears to the wiser counsel around by engaging in dialogue. And that is what is indicated by Anekantvad. Distinguished audience, our civilization, and it a depth of 5,000 years, our ethos, our wealth of knowledge and wisdom carries wisdom of ages. From ancient temples to modern technological hubs, we have balanced Bhautik Unnati with Adhyatmik Vikas. Both are essential to lead a life of satisfaction, peace, solace. In an era of global tensions, and the tensions at the moment, distinguished audience, are open-ended. We have seen conflagrations in the world that has taken us very close to a scenario of World War II. India's tradition of Sarva Dharam Sambhav demonstrates how diverse beliefs enrich rather than divide humanity. This is a message from this land, the spiritual center of the world, to the global fraternity to find resolution of these transgressions. Whatever be the scenario, at end of the road, the light is available in the tunnel only through dialogue. Under Acharya Gundharanandi Margdarshan, this complex exemplifies how spiritual institutions can drive samajik navachar. Our sacred spaces are dynamic centers beyond religiosity. These are vibrant centers of shiksha, chikitsya and seva, in the process continuing India's tradition of holistic development through service to all with equality, without discrimination. The integration of Ayurvedic and modern healthcare here reflects our approach to Viksit Bharat, embracing progress while preserving parampara. The principles of aparigraha and ethical conduct provide a framework for sustaining economic growth, guiding India's path to 2047 as a developed nation. Ethics is non-compromising. Ethical standards are embedded in our culture. Any dilution, any deviation will rouse your soul, will deprive you of peace. We must scrupulously, meticulously maintain highest ethical standards. No temptation, no allurement, irrespective of the size, can be a premise, a justifiable ground to deviate from ethical path. It is such centers that teach us how to practice ethics. It is such centers that imbibe us with this spirit. Each one of us is beholden to make aware our young minds, our children, about the importance of ethics in society. Distinguished audience, our temples form a network of Adhyatmik Shakti. It is much beyond nuclear Shakti. Adhyatmik Shakti has a transformative power to bring about positive change of dimensions that have unthinkable proportions. We have preserved our Adhyatmik Shakti. We have nurtured it in spite of assaults, foreign invasions. It is intact. It is blossoming. It is transmitted through India's Sanatan Mulya across thousands of years. This complex, friends, symbolizes India's response to global challenges, reflecting and showing how Prachin Gyan can address modern problems. Our Seva embodies Vasudev Kutumbakam, offering world a vision of Shanti rooted to our spiritual wisdom. Our Bharat, as I said, is a global spiritual center attracting people in search of peace, solace from all over the world. Distinguished audience, as we anoint with Panchamrit, let us remember that true Vikas must balance material progress with spiritual growth, a message India carries as Vishwaguru. Those who are engaged in reckless pursuit of materialism realize too late the importance of spiritual aspect. Spirituality is quintessential to human satisfaction. We need to have it in all situations. I must express a concern before such a senior sages. Our rich culture, our sublimity, our sense of civilizations is coming under challenge. The challenge is emanating out of evil design. The challenge is orchestrated through invidious narratives by forces that are inimical to our country, Bharat. It is our bounden duty to do all we can to preserve the sanctity of our culture, to preserve our wealth. We are a gold mine of knowledge. We cannot allow these misguided souls to set afloat narratives that are anti-national, aimed to destroy harmony and fabric of our constitutional institutions. From this sacred platform, I appeal everyone, we must enlighten these misguided souls. We must try to make them wiser. But if they still persist with their evil designs, invidious strategy, we must take all steps to neutralize them. Our Dharam teaches this. I conclude, where eternal wisdom illuminates the path, humanity finds peace. This is one place where eternal wisdom is illuminated. Bharat is a land where eternal wisdom is illuminated, and it is here that path of humanity finds peace. I am grateful to the opportunity that I have availed. I shall ever cherish such kind of a moment that makes me believe in our ancient civilizational ethos, that will fast track my mind and working to serve this great nation with full dedication and commitment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening words. And really, we are blessed to have you here with us for this remarkable event. Thank you for being here with us. I would like to thank all the dignitaries on the dais for being here with us today on this remarkable occasion. Today, we come together to embrace diversity, celebrate unity, and create lasting memories together. I request you all to stand upright and sing national anthem with pride in your hearts and respect in your souls.
ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗೀತೆಗೆ ಭಾರತದ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಘನತೆವೆತ್ತ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಗಳು ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಜಗದೀಪ್ ಧನ್ಕರ್ಜಿ, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಧೇಶ್ ಧನ್ಕರ್ಜಿ ದಂಪತಿಗಳವರು ಇದೀಗ ಪಾವನ ಸಾನ್ನಿಧ್ಯವನ್ನು ದಯಪಾಲಿಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ಭಗವಂತರುಗಳ, ಮುನಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜರುಗಳ, ಗಣನೀಯ ಆರಿಕಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿಯವರುಗಳ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರಿಗೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವ ನಮನವನ್ನು ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸಿ ಅವರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೆರಳುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
I request all the dignitaries to escort the guests.
ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಉಪರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿ ಮಹೋದಯ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಚಾರ್ಯದ ದರ್ಶನ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆದ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ತಾವು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ಸಂಗೀತಕಾರ ಸಂಗೀತ ಬಯಸ್ರಿ. ಜೈ ಬೋಲೋ ಜೈ ಬೋಲೋ. ಬೇಗನೆ
जय बोलो जैन धर्म की जय बोलो.
दुनिया के हर कोने
चलो जोड़ के मिल मारी.
जय बोलो जय बोलो जय बोलो जैन धर्म की जय बोलो. दुनिया के हर कोने से सब मिलकर के जय बोलो जय बोलो जय बोलो.
ನವಗ್ರತಿ ನವಗ್ರತಿ
चलो चलो चलो.
तेरे हाथों की लकीर बदलेगी, यहाँ तकदीर बदलेगी. तेरे हाथों की लकीर बदलेगी, यहाँ तेरी तकदीर बदलेगी. जरा तू आसमां में देख ले. नवग्रहों का मिले सहारा. वरूर में तू आके देख ले. 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 सदा शक्ति प्रसन्न रहेगा, सर्वविध संपन्न रहेगा. तू हाजरी लगा के देख ले. नवग्रहों
जय हो जय हो.
नवग्रहों का मिलेगा सहारा. वरूर में तू आके देख ले. वरूर में तू आके देख ले. देख ले वरूर में तू आके देख ले. वरूर में तू आके देख ले. गुणधर नदी में दिखाए सपना. सुंदर सनवग्रह तेरे हो अपना. गुणधर नदी में दिखाए सपना. सुंदर सुमेरु पर्वत अपना. भूलोक नवग्रह आए, जो माना वरनी जाए. भूलोक नवग्रह आए, जो माना वरनी जाए. तू दर्शन पाके देख ले.
ये उत्सव जैन धर्म का महोत्सव पावन पर्व का.